At the camp of Cluny the Scourge, the rat army was girding itself up for war. Weapons were being sharpened upon churchyard headstones. Under the critical eye of Redtooth, a band of rodents was gnawing off a length of planking from a rickety lich gate fence at the rear of the church. Others collected stones to provide ammunition for slings, while some coiled ropes about their bodies. Inside the church, Cluny sat up in the choir loft, the image of barbaric authority. He held the scourging tail in one claw, while gripping in the other was his war standard, topped by the ferret skull with the addition of the tattered tapestry square depicting Martin the warrior. He gazed proudly at it as his armorer dressed him for war. At Cluny's feet were the Vole family. They were bound. He flicked his tail at them and sneered. "Ha! Look at me, you spineless little creatures. Did you ever see such a leader of fighting animals as Cluny the Scourge? Soon I will have every creature that moves down on its bended knees to me." Mr. Abram Vole glared defiantly at his captor. "You filthy bilge-rat, while I'll—" "Silence!" roared Cluny. "Hold your tongue, Vole, or I will deal with you and your family here and now before I set out to conquer your precious abbey. Do you see my new battle flag? That is Martin the warrior. Yes, the same one who is supposed to protect that doddering old abbot and his witless mob of mice. Now Martin is mine. It is more fitting that he travels at the head of real warriors. He will lead us to victory." Cluny ranted and raved on, the light of madness in his eye. "Death and desolation shall be the reward of those who dare stand against Cluny. The only ones I will spare are those I might choose to serve me." Mrs. Vole struggled upright, but was forced back down by Scumnose and Fangburn. Chattering with rage, she shouted at Cluny, "You'll never bend Redwall to your evil will. Good will prevail. You'll see, Cluny. We are tied up, but our minds are free." Crack! Cluny lashed out with his long tail, sending the Vole family flat upon the floor. Mr. Abram Vole struggled to shield his wife and son with his body as the tail flailed out a second time. "A touching little speech, Vole, but you wrong me. I don't want to capture the spirit of Redwall. I mean to kill it. Take these whining creatures out of my sight. Lock them in the hut out at the back. Leave them to imagine what their fate be when I return." Colin Vole shrieked in terror. His mother and father struggled bravely as they were dragged off. Redtooth marched in and saluted Cluny. "The horde is ready to march, chief." A rat armorer set the war helmet firmly upon Cluny's head. He snapped the visor down and kicked aside the rat who had fixed the poisoned barb on his tail. Striding out into the churchyard, Cluny climbed up on the wrecked gate-post. His fierce eye gazed out across the mighty army. Black rats, brown rats, grey rats, piebald rats, skulking weasels, furtive stoats, and sinuous ferrets all gathered round, their weapons glistening and dripping with the rain. As Cluny exhorted them, they roared back their frenzied replies. "Where does Cluny's army go?" "Redwall! Redwall!" "What is the law of Cluny?" "Kill! Kill! Kill!" "Who will lead you to victory?" "Cluny! Cluny! Cluny the Scourge!" Springing down upon his army, the warlord waved the banner high overhead. With a mighty shout, the horde of Cluny the Scourge marched out upon the road to Redwall Abbey.